Alright guys, today we are talking about serving and bussing tables. Not the actual techniques of carrying plates and everything like that, because we are going to cover that in the next chapter extensively when we are learning hard skills. Today we are going to talk about the theory, how to serve and bus tables in fine dining. What are the main points, what is the sequence, and everything like that. When you have a fine dining restaurant, you need to follow the steps in every detail matter. That's why you should remember that serving tables in fine dining is a little bit complicated procedure because you are not allowed to carry more than 3 plates in your hands. If you are serving by hand, you're not allowed to carry more than 3 plates. In the United States, 90% of the restaurants are using large food trays, and then you can put the whole table, all the plates, all the condiments, everything, and not you can, you have to. We serve the table always, absolutely, all the guests together with everything that needs to be served for the dinner. Everything comes at the same time to the table. Now, in America, that makes the life much easier. You go to the kitchen, you have a large tray, you put everything on the tray, you got a tray jack, you lift the tray, you carry the tray jack with you, you go to the table, you put it like 1 meter away from the table, so you give yourself and the guest space, and then you start serving. In Europe, that is done by hand. Very rare restaurants allow tray service in Europe. So you are allowed to carry maximum 3 plates. What if you have table of 4 then? You need to find a help. Usually in fine dining we work as a team, backup waiter and front waiter. Now if we have this situation, of course you have 4 people, we go to the kitchen, I take 2 plates, my backup waiter take 2 plates, we go to the table and we do mirror service. Mirror service means I will stand behind one of the guests, my colleague will stay right across from me to the table. We serve the first plate. We take a step clockwise and we serve the second plate. That's done simultaneously, and that's how fine dining works in Europe. In America, if you have a runner, the runner might bring the big large tray with all the food and everything on the tray, put it on the table. The waiter has to be present to serve the food. Exceptions, let's say you're taking the order from another table, not possible to go and serve the food at the moment. The backup waiter or the food runner will do the service, and of course they have to implement the seat system, so every food runner and backup waiter and whoever serves the food knows exactly which dish goes to seat number 1, seat number 2, seat number 3, seat number 4, and so and so. So let's see what are the main steps of serving food. You bring everything together. I don't care if you need to bring 3 waiters at the same time carrying every plate. You bring all the food together to the table and you serve it simultaneously with elegance, with style, following the mirror service, going clockwise. That's first. Second of all, when you're serving the food, I will present the dish to the lady or the gentleman who is sitting on the chair. Ladies, man, this is your salmon fillet. Maybe it's grilled, maybe it's whatever it is. You say what are you serving to the lady, so she knows that she is receiving exactly what she ordered. Then you step back, take another dish. If it's America, you're gonna go get another plate from the table. You go around the table clockwise and you serve first the ladies, second the gentlemen. If you have kids on the table and if you have not served them in advance, some guests say, no, the kids will eat with us. Then you serve the kids first, then the ladies, and then the gentlemen. Everything in fine dining service have to be done with elegance, poised, as quiet as possible. No clinging plates, no clinging silverware. Make sure you don't place the plate and make some kind of noise, or you hit a glass or anything like that. Everything has to be done with elegance and very, very professionally. You need to look professional. Like we talk about greeting the guests and all the attire and the pose and this, every single thing has to be in sync and everything has to be done with elegance and finesse. When you serve the food and everybody has everything on the table, you wish the guests bon appetit, right? You check that everybody has anything that they need and you wish them bon appetit and step away. Most of the time, the guest might need something extra that is not on the menu and it's not included in the service. For example, if a guest order, let's say ribeye steak, I will immediately think that they might need fresh pepper. Yes, we have pepper on the table. Do we want to leave the guests to have pepper from the pepper mule and miss an opportunity to impress them by anticipating their needs? We don't want to miss that. This is building our case to make big tip and impress the guests and provide amazing service. So once you serve the table and you wish them bon appetit, you look around. Of course, you already know what you're going to serve, so you should be prepared. But you look around, you see, yes, I will bring the big black pepper mule for the gentleman, some fresh pepper. The lady has pasta, maybe she will want some extra parmesan. I will offer that for her too. So that's what you gotta do. Anticipating guest needs is one of the most important factors of doing amazing service and making really good tip. So that's part of the service. You put the plates down, you wish them good appetit, you anticipate their needs, you bring the big meal. Sir, you have a nice steak here, maybe we can use some fresh black pepper. Oh, amazing, thank you so much. Zap, 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 you're ready. Lady, maybe you would like some extra Parmesan cheese for your pasta? No, I'm fine. You're very welcome. Thank you so much. Enjoy your meal and move on. Part of the service is to make sure that they're enjoying the food. And that's why one of the steps of service is 2 minutes bite, 2 minutes, 2 bites, check. After 2 minutes, or you see that they start eating immediately and they have already 2 bites from the meal, you gotta go to the table and you gotta ask everybody, how is the steak, sir? Do you like it? Yes, it's wonderful. The pasta, lamb, sauce, whatever the case might be, you know how the food tastes, you know what to ask. So make sure that you name those dishes, those meals, not just, hey, how's the food? No, we need to say, how's the steak? How's the pasta, ma'am? How's the fish? Sir, whatever. And then if they say everything is fine, everything is fine. We are going to talk about catching complaints, so we're going to discuss that much more in details, but make sure that everybody says everything is wonderful. No, well, it's fine. No. Okay, but we're going to discuss that a little bit later. This is part of the service. That's the soft skills that you need serving plates. Now, bussing plates. When do we clean the table? We clean the table when everybody is finished. There is no, oh, this guy's finished, let me pick up the plate. No, in fine dining, we wait for everyone to be finished. There are exceptions, and the exception is if let's say the gentleman here, he's finished, everybody else is still eating, and he took his plate and put it on the corner here on the side. That means remove my plate. I don't wait till everybody is finished. Take it and remove it. Another case is if some of the guests start stacking plates on top of each other. Alright? So he has finished his meal and he has a side salad here which is also finished and put it on the plate, and he has the butter plate here. He took it and put it on top of it. We're not going to allow this on the table. We got to remove it. And that's another exception that we will remove. But we will go to the table, and we will ask the gentleman, would you like me to remove this for you, sir? Yes, please, thank you so much. You take it and remove it. All right. Bussing tables is also a very important procedure because we need to make sure that it's done also with finesse, with elegance, and as quiet as possible. When we go to the table and we see that everybody's finished, we're still gonna ask, may I take your plate? Yes, thank you. Now, maybe the guest already put the silverware like that. That means, they're finished, we don't need to ask or so. But let's say they use this silverware and they put it back on the table and the plates stay ready to pick up. The procedure is we need to remove the silverware as well together with the plate. So make sure you take the silverware, secure it nicely on the plate, not on the table. You take the plate, you secure it, and you move to the next guest. We remove plates with the right hand from the right side of the guest, and we go clockwise and do the same thing for every guest. We do ladies first, so if you have two ladies and two gentlemen and they stay separate across each other, you will remove the lady, you're gonna go to the other side, remove the other lady, then continue with the gentlemen the same way, going clockwise. Yes, you might circle the table twice and everything like that, but that's a part of the procedure, as part of the etiquette, and that's what we do. Everything has to be nice and quiet, so it's very important when you're picking up the plates and securing the silverware, just put your thumb on the silverware so it doesn't move when you're moving around the table and makes noise. You secure it like that and then you move to the next plate. Now, when we are removing the plates, we can do it by ourselves. Let's say there are 4 plates, right? But what we are going to do is we're going to go take one, then we're going to go take the second one. If you have to remove the silverware, you're going to remove the silverware as well, right? If there is something on the plate, you will slightly, nice and easy, away from the table, not here watching. You're just going to turn around a little bit, tuck, tuck, tuck. You put it down, you secure this silverware as well. Then you go to the next one, stack it, slide it down, stack it, slide it down, and then if you have like butter plates or anything like that, if it's the main course, we have to remove that as well. You go around and take the butter plates also, stack it here, go and drop that in the dishwasher. Basically, this is the procedures, guys. Only I need you to know that everything we do, we need to be skillful and we need to be elegant and do everything with finesse. So the most important thing right now for you is to practice this skill and this elegance and style, because I want you, when you hit the floor in a fine dining restaurant, to be the most stylish waiter that they have ever seen. You move around with finesse. You do every single procedure with nice and ease. You're not shaking, you're not scared, you're not sweating, you're not red. No, you do everything with smile, everything with authority, because that's exactly what the guests want to see. Now, we are going to talk about carrying plates, serving, bussing, all the skills, the hard skills, and all the techniques that you need to know, and we're going to learn that. But that is basically the theory about serving food and bussing plates from the table in fine dining. And that's all you have for today. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next lesson. This video is provided to you by weberbg.com. Not only WeberBG has created all my websites, but the maintenance and the support they provide is unmatched. If you're looking for a professional with integrity that will build the perfect website and provide support for your business through the years, weberbg.com. The link is in the description.